Right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another art stream. Uh, I'm bad with intros and endings, so let's just get this out of the way. I think this is mostly going to be dedicated to Ribbonbound's commission, because last night we finished the line art for it. I turned it over to them. They said they liked it, and yeah. Um, let's see if we can finish this. Now, um, Brian is a little busy today, so I don't know if he'll be joining me for this stream, but um, if he does, awesome. But if not, then you guys know why. Um, I think, yeah, let's start with the stands first, since they're going to be a lot more complicated. Thinking... maybe a bit of a fade effect going on. So I know I've been talking on and off about D&D lately, but um, just this afternoon, I ended up finishing the bulk of the notes for it already, and we have like 2 more weeks to go until the session actually starts. Granted, there are some elements that I do have planned, but they will be relevant once the session actually starts, and I'm glad it's out of the way. It just feels super weird to have gotten so much stuff out of the way long before the session is actually supposed to take place. So it's like I'm caught in this weird loop of sorts. um, it's like, okay, I'm done. Now what? Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with my life. In regards to that campaign, I hope you guys I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. Like, I know I have. Um, it's nice to not have to worry so much about, um, it's not. It's nice to basically have everything laid out for you, and then you can sort of pick and choose what you want to change, because most of the information's already right there for you with a turn of the page. Um, so working from a module is pretty nice. Hey, Big Mac, welcome. did you see the new overview trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus? Um, I have not. Honestly, I'm gonna be totally blunt here. Uh, with how the recent Pokemon games have been, uh, you know, on top of the remake and um, generally just how uh, dispassionate the main series has felt for a while. I think I'm gonna wait on Arceus. Which, yeah, I never thought I'd hear myself say that either, but uh, my opinion on Pokemon's kind of getting lower and lower as I see more of it. And I don't want to be that guy, but that's how I've honestly been feeling. Oops, wait. Why is that? There was this video I saw that it sort of encapsulates what I've been feeling about Pokemon nowadays. Let me try and find the title of the video again. Um, it's here somewhere. Yeah, I'm trying to find the link for it. It's trying to find it. Where in the Sam Hill? maybe it's here. I'm doing okay. I just woke up too early today. Keep falling asleep by taking naps due to the weather, but yeah, again, not being able to sleep is a perpetual mood, Crystal. I said this many times, but I'll say it as many times as necessary. I know exactly what you're feeling. Okay, finally, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this video is by Acoustic Harmonia, and I'm gonna share it in the Discord. Give me 1 sec. Okay, it's been 2 seconds. Don't just shut up. Basically, it's how Pokemon lost its magic. It's one of those videos that it's easier explained if you just watch it, but as soon as you do, slowly it starts to make sense. I mean, I don't agree with every point. Like, I don't feel like Pokemon Home is necessarily ransomware, but I will say its UI definitely sucks. And I wish there are more ways you can get more out of it. And I'm assuming the mobile app has similar issues. Basically with, like, the way you have to transfer Pokemon and how they don't always carry over to different games. Or, how, you know, the 2 DLC adventures could have easily been fit into the main game if they spent more time on it. Like, Sword and Shield is still a good game. It's just, it probably would have been better if the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor were already in the game to begin with, instead of just, you know, being DLC. Because if you're noticing, Pokemon has kind of been a yearly release thing, and that kind of hurts the quality of it. And it also heavily touches upon why I don't think the Sinnoh remakes are up to snuff compared to the other remakes we've gotten in the past. Again, it's one of those things that it's easier to show you than to tell you. And long story short, basically, that's sort of what I've been, you know, feeling about Pokemon lately. That the magic just isn't there anymore, and something has definitely gotten lost in translation. In fact, while I understand why the mentality behind, you know, limiting it to just the regional decks for the first stretch of the Galar decks, like, on paper, the reasoning sound like, oh, we can't render every single Pokemon. Yet, when you actually play the game, their presentation is, like, the bare minimum at best, and, how the whole thing about Pokemon, where, you get to build your favorite teams, just isn't on their mission statement anymore. It kind of is a little disheartening. And, again, I don't agree with every point in that video, but the core aspects of what makes Pokemon Pokemon, yeah, I totally agree. Game Freak should do a lot better, and they shouldn't resort to, you know, lying to their fan base about features that are either going to be in the game or not going to be in the game. And, you know, months later they go, oh, you can get these Pokemon if you pay for this. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, okay, until they get their act together, then I don't think I'm gonna invest much in Pokemon right now. Because, while I got most of my favorites in Sword and Shield, I know Brian and plenty of my other friends uh, don't have their favorites accessible. Um, and to me, that, yeah, it is a little disappointing. Because, if you break down Pokemon to its core design, um, it feels like at this point they should have um, game design conventions down pat, and yet they still want to pretend they're like an indie company. It's weird. And I know I'm talking in circles, but it's like, um, with how boring the remakes have been, with how they've been executed, it's like, what else can you really say other than Game Freak, I hope you do better. And uh, yeah. Oh yeah, hey Jen. Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish Ribbonbound's commission tonight. And I've also been telling them why I'm not going to really pay much attention to Pokemon right now, because it's kind of, uh it's been breaking my heart. And I linked a video in my Discord which basically explains everything I am trying to say a lot better, because I am a shit wordsmith. um which, if that being said, if something is genuinely um something worth talking about for Legends Arceus, by all means send it my way, but just know that I'm going in with very low expectations. And again, I'm not going to go out of my way to get the game yet. I know it's like coming in January, but I'm in no rush to get it. um because as it stands, if Game Freak doesn't care, then why should we? But yeah, definitely give Acoustic Harmonia's video a watch. It's definitely something worth thinking about. Like, you don't have to agree with every point. I certainly don't. But, yeah, it just highlights everything I think has been going wrong with Pokemon in recent years. Everyone, Jen, why did you get Shining Pearl? Because she got Shining Pearl. Shut up. I mean, I mean, Jen. To be fair to them, you can get the run back with Cyrus in the other version too, but honestly, they're the same game. Just they just switched what Pokemon you find. But even then, apparently if you input a certain code, you get the other game anyway. Like, okay, I forgot the exact stipulations, but, yeah. If players are finding that out about your game, something is clearly wrong. My poor DS's battery... We're not talking about the original versions, though. We're talking about the remix. It's okay, you can say you hate Dialga. The reason I got, Shining Pearl, though, is, because I wanted to get the opposite version Brian did, because, you know, that's what we did for Sword and Shield, you know, so we can help each other get the Pokedex, but, as he told me, he traded the game in, not too long ago, actually. He traded in, Brilliant Diamond, because, you know, I guess he was sick of it. And honestly, I don't want to trade the game in necessarily, but I am definitely hitting the phase where I haven't been playing it for a few weeks now, and I kind of don't want to go back to it. Like, ugh, like, you know, like that ugh feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Palkia, wait. Hey Jen, guess what? What? Aqua Ring, bitch! Yeah, Digital Gaming talk. Oh wait, DYNG told me about the Pokemon remake. Oh, it is Digital Gaming. Okay. Yeah, like, I don't know, guys. And of course I don't mean to make it sound like the video told me one thing, so I'm gonna, you know, conform to their beliefs. No. This was something that I've been feeling for a while. I just didn't know how to put it into words. And, like, as soon as I watched it, it's like, yes, thank you. Thank you, one person! And yeah, like, it was enough to convince me to unsubscribe from Pokemon Home, because who knows how long they're gonna take to make it so the National Dex is usable again in the next game, if they even plan on that. And up until this point, when it comes to the Sinnoh remakes, I'd rather go back to playing Platinum. So besides Pokemon, any thoughts on the Kirby game that showed off some new things? Yes, I'm excited for the new Kirby. It looks fun. Like, they even have, like, little fishing mini games, and, like, I think there's also a food stand. Well, you're serving Waddle Dees, I know that. The fact that Kirby has an official gun ability is still shocking to me, but honestly, I've seen a game like that back on this old Kirby fan site I used to go to when I was a kid, and it was among the many games that have been canceled or put on the back burner for the longest time. And the fact that they finally went and did it is enough reason for me to be hyped. Like, I have high hopes for the new Kirby. I love the Waddle Dee Town. Yeah. And of course, they made Wispy Woods a boss, because you can't go a Kirby game without bullying that poor tree. Seriously, what is it with Kirby and that fucking tree? I swear, I did not give him a gun. Sure you didn't, Joker. Oh, there was also a drill power-up that uh, Kirby got. What makes you think I'm the one responsible for giving him a gun? I mean, she has a point. Alright, let's see. I think this stand has their flats all situated. Ugh. So let's go ahead and gonna try something here. I just realized I have so many 80s and 90s songs. Kamen Rider is pretty good. Alright. I think I want to do a little tampering with the line art here, just so it looks a little more ethereal. Another thing I just remembered when they showed screenshots of the Kirby game, there are, I think, Kirby burgers. Like, they have Kirby's face on the hamburger buns, and interestingly enough, it's one of the things you can get from the Kirby Cafe in real life. Wait, there was a Kirby Cafe? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was, but no, that's a lie. I am surprised. um, Yeah, there's a real life Kirby cafe. Um, I have the distinct feeling some part of me knew that already, but it's been forever since I've looked into it. I'm getting one of those feelings. All right, let's see how this looks. Sorry, wrong thing. Wrong tonal correction. It's this one. Yes. Gonna fix this up. Sakurai and I think Kirby's voice actor has been there, and I think if you come along, they have a Kirby or Waddle Dee plush to act as someone to sit with you or something. Aw. So what? You could be having coffee or tea, and then they would just be sitting next to you. Also, I've seen some of the food, and they look really cool. Oh, are they based off of the things that Kirby can actually get in the games? Well, dessert-wise, at least. Wow, that's really cool, honestly. What am I throwing in that honestly for? No, that is cool. And adorable. And very, very Kirby. Um, in the very unlikely event I visit Japan, I want to find that cafe. It's probably going to be hella expensive, but I would like to cross it off my bucket list. Yeah, I just wanted to fix that real fast. And you know what? I think I can get away with the tail being a darker hue. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Me sitting here wishing I could have a cute plushie. Kirby your long friend, aka Furret. Um, these things look adorable, and I want to go to Japan for it. It doesn't help that Super Nintendo World also has some cool food. Oh, you know, I keep forgetting that they did go ahead and make that. Um, I haven't really been keeping up with it, honestly, which starting to become a theme, which is making me look really lame. I'm sorry. um, in Super Nintendo World, they made that cake like in Super Mario 64, and it looks so good. Wow. Whoa! Sorry about that. I I don't know what the fuck happened to my voice there. Like, oh my god, that's cool! Your order's ready, Mr. Simpson. You know how they've been making all those unfair memes on Candace, like the name Candace? Um, you would think the internet would be depraved enough to make Simpson jokes. Like, hey, get rid of the un in Simpson. What do you get? It like they're gonna do it. If they haven't done it already, I think they're gearing up to do it because it's the internet. You'd be surprised how low people can go. No, that's distracting. That's way too obvious. There we go. Sorry, lost the... There it is. Wait, when did we get a cat cafe? I thought that was a... I thought that was a Japan thing. They don't tell us anything anymore. Or at least, not me. They don't... Fuck. Nope, we have one. Since when? Where? Okay. Next stand. I don't live in your section. Wait. Uh, I live in the southern. I live in the southwest portion of Indiana. Where do you live? Um, East towards Greenfield. Um, yeah, no, I live far away from that. Like, well, I know this is our this is my state, but I live in the Fort Wayne area, um, specifically Southwest Allen. Well, I know who's gonna come knocking at my door now. So if I don't make it for another stream, you guys know why. No. Oh, also in Super Nintendo World, some of the food is interesting and creative, like the mushroom soup and a few others. Like they cut a small tomato to make it look like a piranha plant for one of the salads. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I I I think I know the one you're talking about. Um, it is the aptly named Fort Wayne Zoo, right? That's the only one that's jumping to mind right now. Yeah. I haven't been there since shit. I want to say high school or middle school. It's been a really long time. It's been a while. Um, actually, no. Shoulder pads. I want to make you a different color. Um. Oh no. That's fine, Brian. I figured you were busy, so thought to not press anything. You're fine. Yeah, understandable. Also, there's a chocolate cupcake that has cherries in reference to the double cherry power up. Oh. Okay, so this is a general food thing with me, but I never liked the idea of combining chocolate with cherries. Um I don't know. The taste has never meshed well with me. Um I think I like um strawberries and chocolate together, but I honestly can't remember the last time I had that. But um cherries and chocolate? No, definitely. Of all the experiences I've had with that, I never really enjoyed it. Um I guess the taste never um meshed well with me. Another thing that bothers me too, food wise, mint and chocolate. Worst combination in my opinion. It's way too overwhelming. Um, Can't really tell you why. It's just something that I never liked. I just don't like mint. I just don't like mint, honestly. Oh, you don't like mint, period. Hmm. I mean, I like them both I like both mint and chocolate separately. I just don't like them together. Um, Interesting how you don't like mint, period, though. I don't mind mint. Like, mint really helps ease my throat. Like, oh my god, I wish I could go there because I want to try the fire flour spaghetti and meatballs, but also the other thing, like the hamburgers they have. Like, if you get the bacon one, it has a Mario hat, and the chicken one has a Luigi hat. Ooh. That honestly sounds pretty nice, yeah. Wait. There it goes. Mint's okay. It just feels weird for me when I put it in my mouth because I associate mint with toothpaste a lot. You know what? No, I get it. That makes perfect sense, Crystal. When you put it that way, I can definitely see the association. I guess it also doesn't help that um, mint is so closely related to the things that keep your breath fresh. So yeah, it makes more sense than you realize. Yeah. I don't like that. All right. Oh, I got a message from, let's see. Sorry, that was another one of my clients. Ugh. Yeah, I think the music may be done now. Let's find something else. I found something else. Come on. There we go. Wait a minute, did it even work? Oh, no, it did. It was just being a butt. almost got the shading for this. Wait, why do I have to segment it if I can just do it now? Silly me. Ugh. Have you ever gotten that feeling where you try to pop your jaw, yet you keep having to repop it? Does anyone else here have, TMD? Like, I've had it since, you know, when I first had my wisdom teeth taken out. Like, so I guess it's a bit of a story time right now. So, I was getting my wisdom teeth taken out for the first time. So they put me under you know, anesthesia, like you do. But I guess somewhere during the surgery, they managed to fracture my entire fucking jawline. So when I came to, my whole face was bruised, like almost my entire face. So when I came home, I was like, having to live with, a very swollen and a very bruised face. And I think the end result is it made it so that, hang on, I don't know if you can hear it, but my jaw is like shifting in over itself, and it's fucking annoying, and sometimes it hurts. Did you just call me Gordon, Mr. Maniac? You did that on purpose. I know I tend to pop my jaw sometimes, but yeah, like, this is that, but worse. So anyway, back to Mr. Maniac. Did you fucking call me Gordon? And why is my tablet unplugging and plugging itself? Stay there. Thank you. Don't have that my jaw would hurt during my allergies. Oh. Yeah, that sounds fun. No, it doesn't. That sounds very unfortunate. I'm sorry. Look, Gordon, rope. You can use it to cross big pits. Is this a reference to something? Because I don't get it. And who do I sound like to you? Gordon Ramsay? Fucking donut. Help me, Gordon! And yes, yes, that was intentional. I mean, I remember you calling you that when we were talking about the slime manga on Discord. Wait, you fucking did? I didn't notice that. You fucking asshole. I miss Half-Life 2 VR? Wait, is that what it says? You're gonna have to forgive me. I never played a single Half-Life game. Nor do I plan to. because it's funnier that way. Anyway. I'm referencing Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. I've recently watched it fully with some friends recently, and I can't help but quote from it a bunch. Mostly quotes from Dr. Coomer. Okay, so for the record, that's the character's name, right? Dr. Coomer's the treasure. Okay, so that confirmed it. Dr. Coomer is actually his name. Good. You know, I would read that aloud more with more confidence if I knew what you're referencing, but I don't. I mean, you told me what the reference is, but I don't know the context of it. It's like, I know why, but why? Yep, it's on there when I was showing you the character designs in the Slime manga. Mr. Manic used the gift, and I said, God, yeah. What the fuck is this? It's not even a thing where I think this is another millennial feels old when talking to the younger generation thing. It's just I don't get it, and it still makes me feel old anyway. Bizarre. Really weird, right? If you don't want to watch the whole thing, just watch the highlights. It's very funny. Yeah, I think maybe the highlights would be the full extent of it for me. Even if you've never played play Half-Life, I fully recommend watching Half-Life, but the AI is self-aware. It's fucking hilarious. All right. I guess it's also because, you know, given how Gary's Mod, was so popular back in the day,
Gary's Mod?
fucking Christ, Brian! You could say you were coming in, you prick. Hi.
But then it wouldn't be funny.
I mean, I'm gonna be real here. I keep in mind I do have anxiety issues. So, I actually did jolt from fear. Just so you're aware. But, yeah.
Yeah. I did also want to come in here to say that I will be back. I'm just gonna make myself food quick.
That's fine. Yeah. Go ahead. By all means, keep quoting it. I won't get it. Uh... I think I will at the least. Much better. But yeah, thank you for understanding my thoughts on the art style. Yeah, like, if it wasn't for Carmelita, I would have appreciated how consistent it was. But yeah, like, someone clearly couldn't help themselves apparently. Which honestly, ignoring the Sly manga for a bit, it kind of brings to mind of a trope where the sexual, let's just say the sexual dimorphism is a little bit too extreme, where like you've got all these big strong orcs, male orcs for that matter, and all the women are like, you know, conventionally attractive for humans. It's like, come on, why can't we have the ladies look just as terrifying or just as buff, or can we have a reversal of the trope, please? You know, big buff women, but really small and twiggy men. Like, you know, like, mix it up a bit or not at all. Oh, oops, wrong layer. Shake my head. Where's that orc girlfriend that can tear me in half? Like, again, I will say this as many times as necessary. I love women who can kick my ass. And now that I'm watching Cowboy Bebop, that quote I just made is all the more appropriate. Death by Snooze to... Oh. Futurama Amazonia. I think that was another show I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. Yeah, my family went that far. Alright. Come on, tablet. There you go. Ugh. Jesus, I hate it when it does that. Oh, no. Don't cut. Now we can cut. Okay. I have an idea here. Oh, okay. That's a bit too much. Yeah, way too much. Just wanted to see how it looked. Though I can't believe that Tom is also in that manga, and now it makes me wonder if Toonami existed in this universe. Well, I would figure the DC Association that you mentioned was probably how they got the rights to the character. So, yeah. And oh, you're back, Brian. Wait, is he back? I can't tell. Yeah, I thought I heard shoveling in the background, so yeah. False alarm. Hey, there we go. Alright. Ladies first. So let's do Spira. Red jacket, black jeans. Alright. Let's save before something bad happens. And now I'm wondering what their favorite anime is. Sly would definitely love Lupin the Third. Which, okay, that always confused me. Why is it not pronounced Lupin?
I return.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, welcome back. I thought I heard you earlier, but I guess not.
No. Actually, there was something I did want to tell you, Jordan, that something I learned interesting yesterday.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Neopets has a weapon called the Fang of the Tarrasque.
Like the Tarrasque, or the
Yes.
original creature from French mythology? Oh my god, what?
Yeah, the Tarrasque is actually a thing in Neopets.
Wizard's gonna sue.
Yeah, Tooth of Tarrasque.
Holy shit.
It is a weapon that you can give to your pets.
You know what? Share it in the Curse of Strahd chat. See what Sugash and Ricket think.
Okay. Yeah, description. The jagged tooth of the most vicious drake to ever conquer fairyland.
That's apt. Even okay. You know what? Neopia might as well be another material plane in terms of D&D. Why haven't they come out with a Neopet setting yet? Like, it has all the tools, even its own Barovia. Like, no, I'm being legit. I'm being serious here.
Yeah, he's not wrong. It does have its own Barovia. It's called Neovia, and it was in fact a cursed land.
Well, that, and also, this would be an interesting module to have.
Yeah. And on top of that, Neopets does have its own vampire.
Right, so it fits.
Yeah, his name's Count Von Rue, and you can challenge into a game of Deadly Dice at midnight.
So you challenge him to rollies.
Yeah, basically, the game is very simple. Count Von Rue rolls two dice. One represents your dice, one represents his dice, and the winner is whoever gets the higher roll. If you win, your pet gains a level, but if you lose, your pet loses a level.
Oh. Murray, I want to say Speed Racer, or that one wrestling anime I can't remember the name of. It was new. And Bentley, I'm trying to think about it. Oh wait, Wizards of the Coast did a partnership with Neopets already.
Because Neopets does have a trading card game, and Wizards of the Coast had hand in that.
You know what? In hindsight, they did do Pokemon, so
Yeah, they did Pokemon, and yeah, they also made Neopet trading cards. You know, when those were a thing.
right. And I imagine they're not anymore.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, hey, with Neopets, being revived in the manner that it did, maybe that could change.
Neopet staff kind of got to get their shit straight first, because there's a number of things you got to fix up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unfortunately, this is something that certainly makes me very upset, and a number of people on the site very upset. Some of the Neopet staff want to shift to NFTs.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. In fact, we're actually trying to start a movement of say it with us, hashtag no Neo NFTs.
No Neo NFTs. Like, just because you lost hope in humanity doesn't mean you get to lose hope in our planet too, okay? Oh, Jordan's a hippie? No, I'm being conscientious of our environment because currently it's the only one we have. Like, we don't know if there's any other sentient planets out there, any other terraformed planets, I mean, with any other sentient life, and we're not even halfway ready for space travel yet. Yeah. So, if our planet does go under, we go with it.
Yeah, because the thing is, and this is something that most of the people who continue defending them don't understand, we're more upset about, what they do to the environment rather than they just exist. Like, if they were just, like, ugly JPEGs, that's one thing. But it's not.
Yeah, but it affects more than just, your taste in art. It affects the world. And it's not an exaggeration, it's fact.
Yeah.
And the people who get behind that, the NFT train are goddamn idiots. Looking at you, Fallout Boy, you traitors.
Tara Strong.
What? Tara Strong has been advocating for them too? What the fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah. You haven't been hearing? Apparently, she's trying to partake in in eco-friendly NFTs, because, those exist, except they don't.
There's no such thing! Oh, hey, Rivenbound, welcome. We're working on your commission, and we're throwing down NFTs because, holy shit, apparently Tara Strong, the voice of Timmy Turner, is advocating for them.
The voice of Timmy Turner advocating NFT. Actually, you know what? That now makes sense.
I mean, yeah, Timmy is stupid, but Raven isn't!
I mean, she's not.
Batgirl isn't!
And neither is Bubbles.
Yeah, no! Bubbles is a good girl who doesn't believe in NFTs. In fact, she'd probably rip open the first person who suggests such a thing to her.
I'm hardcore!
I can be hardcore!
Yeah. On some lighter news, though, Jordan, one of the recent fairy quests I got was a fountain fairy quest.
Oh, cool.
So, at any point I want, I can paint my pets any color I want to, but I'm not going to at the moment because I like how they all look right now.
Twilight might have accidentally started the trend and then realized it sucked after. And doesn't sometimes I think NFTs also have people's stolen artwork from other people as their own. Oh, and the fact that they make NFTs post-mortem.
Yeah.
Which, way to respect the dead, guys, in which you didn't. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Yeah. Why would I buy an NFT for 400k when I can calm a furry girl with rockin' tits for like 40?
Man has a point.
Yeah, you have a point. And like, is that your next offer? Because no. art theft, postmortem, just being a bad fucking scan to begin with. Yeah, I will always remember that one post where this one guy realized he was being scammed, and then they were like, wait, did you not realize what was going on until you went into it? It's like, at one point I thought I did, but now I'm not so sure. So good on them for realizing their mistake, but they still invested in NFTs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are just some instances where it's like people can like word something in a way where they can just manipulate somebody into a scam without them knowing that it's happening. Like, I kid you not, Jordan, it happened to Crafty.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, he almost got scammed into an NFT.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then when Crafty learned it, like, he immediately backed out of that. Like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this.
Good. There's literally no way to make NFTs look good, though. How do you do that? You don't.
Well, I actually found a rather interesting video about it, because the thing is, there's a reason why a lot of NFTs look really ugly, and it's because they're auto-generated images that mix and match certain features on them. It's just that some images aren't as customizable as others, and because of that, some of them go into very uncanny valley.
So it's randomly generated garbage.
Yes.
Nah, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. But the reason people just keep getting invested in them is because they're super easy. You just put them into a generator and it just gives you something.
Oh, so they use it as an excuse to be lazy. That's even worse.
Yeah.
What are one of the seven... what are two of the seven deadly sins again? Oh yeah, avarice and sloth. Avarice being a fancy word for greed, by the way, if you don't know.
Yeah, I can't believe it. NFTs embody 2 sins. This sucks.
Yeah. That's even worse. Pit Crew's better, DeviantArt dress-up game. Yeah, Pit Crew is actually cute. Like, I've actually used plenty of Pit Crew things. No, not Pit Crew, Pit Crew. Little hard to say phonetically. Oh, actually, Riven, now that you're here, I have a question for you. How do you want Spira's hair to be colored? Blue or this lavender color? Fucking Radban's using a Pit Crew. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, see? I'll be honest, I'm blue. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make that clear distinction. I'll be honest, I'm the weirdo who keeps getting Hollow Knight comms, and I build my OCs on Pit Crew. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like, if you have a tool at your disposal, then use it. Like, actually, I use Hero Forge for some designs, too.
Yeah, funny, that's actually how I came up with the current design for Twilight. I actually used a character creator.
Oh, for Pit Crew or Hero Forge?
No, I think it was just like a random online dress-up game that I did, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I kind of like this for Twilight. I think I'll do this.
Yeah. Like, again, you have multiple tools at your disposal, so it doesn't matter what it is as long as you make it your own in the long run.
Yeah, like it's definitely something you can do for like ideas in mind.
Yeah.
Because actually, I know Heaton occasionally does. I know Heaton occasionally does like her own drawings of like Poke Fusions, and she uses a site that fuses 2 Pokemon together, and then she tries to make a design out of like whatever it is that she's given, and she got some cute results and also some cursed ones.
It's not the meme one, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Although Poriken is still one of the best things to come out of Heaton.
Right. I made her because everyone in the group was doing it that day. It was funny. Oh, the OG Dusk Flip and the Bird was also Pit Crew. You know what's actually better than NFTs? Fucking recolors. You know what? Very fair. Honestly though, recolors. Okay. this is gonna go into general art making stuff, but don't feel bad if when you're starting out in art if you trace, like especially if you're young, because it's a learning process. Everyone goes through it, and sometimes that leads into recolor territory. Like you're just trying to learn how the characters you like are structured, and you want to see, okay, how can I replicate this? And then, okay, after that, how do I do it for real? As long as you don't make a habit out of it, tracing is totally fine. And to a point, so is recoloring, as long as you're learning.
Yeah, as a learning tool, it's fine. And honestly, I like to think a lot of people's, like, hatred towards it kind of comes from, like, way back in the old days when people were, like, super critical about people who did that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old they were. Like, if it was recolor, they put them on blast.
Yeah, like, I still remember, the likes of, like, way back in the, like, old commentary days when Random DC was around, where, like, he had a bunch of videos where he lambasted people for just simply recoloring things. And it's like, it's one thing if it's like you have a person going around claiming it's their own original work, because it's not. You had to use some resource in order to, like, create this thing. It wasn't made entirely by your own two hands. But it's like,
if at all.
Yeah, but like in some instances, it's also like, I feel like you can lay off a little bit in some regards, because it's like, as long as they're not trying to profit off of their stuff, it's fine. Like, just let them learn and develop their skills as artists.
You know what? To quote Sonic here, live and learn.
Yeah, in fact, I say this as someone who actually got their start from recoloring Sonic stuff.
Yeah, so don't be a jerk.
Yeah, because I used to have myself my own Sonic OC in the form of Lightning the Nighthawk.
Oh man, like... Yeah.
Yes, I do have great hairs, if you're asking.
Mm-hmm. The Sonic fan community was mega trash and was like, how dare you be a child? I still have a Sonic OC and I love him. Yeah. Like, I've had a couple Sonic OCs back in the day. I personally don't like to look back at them because of how cringy they were, but...
Me neither.
I've had two that were based on Danny Phantom. I will say that. Like, I was huge into Danny Phantom when I was a kid. Yeah. Not so much anymore because, honestly, Butch Hartman kind of diminished my love for his work. Like, I know about separating the art from the artist, but like when you noticed an artist's hand in something too, it's like, this is definitely made by that one person. I can't get them out of my head, you know? But yeah, I've had two. They were both terrible.
Well, I can offer you an alternative. You can remember that Butch Hartman didn't have full hand in designing the Danny Phantom characters.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh. I feel better about it now.
Yes. In fact, actually, let me look that up, actually, because I want to fact check this.
Yes, always fact check if you're not sure. That is not Spira. This is Spira.
Steven Silver.
Steven Silver. Oh, hang on. Let me read through the comments real fast. Oh yeah, Rivenbound's OC, his name is Leo, he drank forbidden Kool-Aid and can now regenerate. He used to be Mega OP cringe Super Saiyan wacky shit. And, Jen asks, hey Rom, remember Gyro the Hedgehog?
Yes, I do.
I don't, who are they?
They were another, like, recolor person back then, but I also want to put this out there, the dude was a troll. Guy was literally pretending to be a cringy Sonic recolor just to get people to, like, get pissed off at him.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Steven Silver also did the character design for Kim Possible.
Ah, shit. Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I love Spira. I feel so bad for her. She exists only to get beaten up. Really, I never would have guessed because you gave her this axe. So I would have thought she was more of the scrappy type, but apparently she's the one getting scrapped. Wow, you're mean. Which I can relate because you know my character Alexandra, the monster slayer I keep talking about every once in a while. She has a traumatic backstory, and she's been cursed by the demon she harmed to have vivid dreams and nightmares of, you know, her most fondest memories or her worst memories.
And Jordan, how dare you talk about your OCs on your stream? Like, it's fucking, how dare you?
Yeah. I mean, the thing about the curse too is that it's originally supposed to drive the person to you know, commit suicide, but the thing about Alex is that she's never broken, and that's partially why the main antagonist fears her. He just won't admit it because, you know, he's a proud warrior and things like that. Yeah, if I can definitely describe one of Kragatoth's fatal flaws, it's definitely wrath and pride. Pride more so than wrath. Which, honestly, wrath is more Alex's fatal flaw.
Oh, hey, there's finally some reviews up for the Axe of Guilt weapon.
Oh.
And it's not good.
Let's see. Why is it we always hit our OCs with a tragic backstory bat? Well, because there's multiple ways to hurt said characters. At the very least, Alex was able to enjoy her childhood. Like, the whole, event, the biggest events that kick-started her story didn't happen until she turned 18. Which, honestly, realistically, I can see Alex not really the type to celebrate her own birthday anymore. She's more likely to celebrate someone else's birthday than her own. Because she, still remembered, what happened last time. I like writing tragic backstories for my characters because I either like having them work through it or have it not affect them at all because I enjoy having them rise above their pain. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, you, it's about wanting to see the character, rise above their demons. Whether or not, something traumatic has happened to them or if they did something traumatic that they later regretted, it's a very powerful storytelling device. So, I think that's the reason why we keep throwing the tragic backstory card at our characters, because, it's an easy way for, character studies to happen. Which, honestly, is one of my favorite, storytelling formats, because, getting inside the character's head and understanding them and, things like that is what I think is a great way to get your audience to root for them to win against their demons. Mine both being a figurative and literal sense, because, you know, the main antagonist, Kragatoth, is a demon. Where most of his race is honor-bound by, you know, a code of ethics. Kragatoth said fuck that and, you know, committed murder against Alex's parents. And, you know, ruined their daughter's life in the process, and now their daughter is out for blood.
Oh.
Meanwhile, my boy is also that character, except his thing, he has paradox luck. Oh, what was that, Brian?
Ryan has posted on Twitter.
Oh, shit! What do you say? What do you say? I have to know.
He said, "Hey, everyone. I just got the results from my second COVID test. I tested negative again."
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, he posted again. Though I will say, given how I came down with a cold a few weeks ago, it is possible I did catch the virus at the time, but didn't fully realize it. But I got over it. The point is, right now, even during this outbreak at my job, I'm still good for right now. I am sending him a hug gif.
I've made my own response to his tweet.
And posted. Stay away from my boy virus, I'll cut you.
I'll do it. I'll go full Ricket and cut the virus.
Honestly, no. Ricket would cut the virus's balls first, then the rest of it. This is the most spirit butt I've ever drawn. That's ever seen. You know, I haven't had anyone call attention to that before. Like, it just sort of came out that way. I wasn't trying to focus too much on the butt. It's just, you know, humans have butts. So yeah. The gluteus maximus.
Yep. Also, while I was showing Danny the rest of the Chisaki arc in My Hero Academia, I informed her of a very interesting way I tend to have waffles now.
Fuck yeah, waffles are good.
Yeah. Jordan, have you ever had waffles with powdered sugar?
Never with powdered sugar. I've had them with ice cream.
Okay, that's the first I'm hearing.
No, it's like a once in a while thing, but mostly I just put maple syrup on it. Powdered sugar, though, no. I never had it with that. How is it?
Okay, it's actually really good. So basically, how you would construct it is step 1, take 2 waffles. Step 2, you cook them. Step 3, once cooked, you spread butter on them. Step 4, you take powdered sugar and you put it on top of the waffle, letting the butter and powdered sugar just meld together and kind of make a bit of icing. Step 3, put them together, and there you go. Now you have yourself a nice sandwich.
So it's a waffle sandwich.
I bet, yeah, but it's like it somewhat tastes like an Oreo.
You know what? I don't know if it's the fat ass in me talking, but that sounds good.
Yeah. Give it a try if you can.
Yeah, I'll just have to see if we even have powdered sugar in the house to begin with. I doubt it, but it would be a nice experiment to try at the very least. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sure I'm just down bad for my own characters. I don't know how to respond to that. I always construct my waffles like strawberry shortcakes. Strawberry shortcakes I need to have more of. Like, I'm fucking addicted to those things. Like, it's such a simple dessert, but I don't care, I want more. I think it also helps considering strawberries are one of my favorite fruits. Which, I know, scientifically speaking, it's not accurate to call them fruits because they're actually part of the rose family. But they still taste good, damn it. Waffle, sliced strawberries, whipped cream, sliced strawberries, waffle, sliced strawberries, whipped cream, strawberry. And it just keeps going on and on and on. I'm gonna try a thing here.
Strahd isn't sympathetic. You're just a tier 3 sub.
I had to think about it for a second. It's like,
yeah, Corey posted it in memes.
you know what? Dana's one of those people that doesn't talk much, but when she does, it's gold. Okay, where did she post it? I have to.
In the Curse of Strahd chat.
Corey, I am wheezing on stream. Oh my god, like, that made my night. Bananas are where berries and strawberries are. Yeah, exactly. You don't think about it too much, but bananas are berries, but strawberries are roses, or at least byproducts of roses. And not every byproduct of a plant is necessarily a fruit. And not all things that grow on vines are necessarily vegetables. Like, olives are fruits. Tomatoes are fruits. But bananas are berries. I love strawberry shortcake, especially since strawberries are my favorite fruit and that my late grandma used to make them for me on special occasions. Aw, that's sweet. Actually, if you guys want to know what my favorite fruit is, nectarines. I love nectarines, especially when they get really juicy and, like, I don't like it when they're firm. I like them when, they're soft, not to the point of being mealy and gross, but, like, when they're just that right amount of softness and the juice comes out whenever you take a bite. It's just, it's so gorgeous. It's the most beautiful sensation of flavors I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. Grapes are a vegetable. Wait, what? Tomato. No one accepts me as a fruit. Tomato, Jen. Shut up, I can spell.
Arcanicus goes, tomato!
How do you pronounce it? Missile or missile? Missile. Well, that's just fucking wrong.
Do you pronounce it as Lapras or Lapras? Lapras.
That's fucking wrong.
Why are you like this?
Because we're Sonic heroes.
Also, Jordan Kedrot's going back in the war.
My three fruits: dragon fruit, pomegranates, and kiwi. Pomegranates are good. It's just I've always found them awkward to eat. I think it's mainly because, I love the way they taste, but I either have to have pomegranates without the seeds, so in like a drink or something, or I have to like sit down and meticulously chew through every single seed and then take in the juices, spit out the actual seeds, and then like are the seeds edible? Am I just eating them wrong? I never really looked at that axe out of motion this long. It really do look dumb as a toy. Power Rangers as toy, surprising it can fire black holes. You know what? As someone who grew up with Power Rangers, I'm totally with you. many of the Power Ranger weapons are definitely very impractical. Let's be real here. It's like, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I think even I have some limits here. Like, what was Saba? The White Ranger sword. Like, why does he talk? Was that ever explained? I don't think I ever saw the episode. Like, if they explained it, then I guess I would be fine with it, but... They make this stupid-ass dinosaur shit look scary in the show. It's horrifying whenever it shows up. By the way, I got Parasite Eve for a good price, and after trying it out the first part of the game, I like the gameplay. Shit, awesome. Can the sword experience love? Do you want it to?
Hey, Strahd, wanna love my sword?
Kamen Rider has some pretty OP powers. Parasite Eve, aka Quest 64, but not bad. Wait, does Quest 64 have a similar gameplay style? Is that what you're saying?
Anywho.
If so, then we've been gypped.
Anywho, I have to start getting going because I got work soon.
That's fine. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, of course. It was fun.
And then there was... me. Yes, actually, they're really similar. Oh, okay. And frankly, Quest 64's gameplay isn't really bad, it's just progression and story. Yeah, like, I honestly never figured out why Quest 64 was bad. It's just, I've seen one review of it, and, kind of forgot about it afterwards. I just sort of took the reviewer's word for it as bad. Like, I've seen it in magazines when I was younger. It's just, I never knew it turned out the way it did, but... Move, please. There we go. No updates. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but my stylus seems to be hitching a bit. Which is not cool. Okay, and then for the crystal parts. When was Quest 64 released in Parasite Eve? Quest 64 is monotonous and boring. There's no skill, no real thought needed. There's 4 different elements, but you only ever need water. Quest 64 released June of 98. Yeah, so I was 4 years old when that came out. Parasite Eve was March that year. Yeah, so Parasite Eve came out first. So, get fucked, Quest 64. Boon! What do you mean? Does Quest 64 have boons? If it does, can I kill it? Frank, no. You brought this on yourself, infidel. That's sad because that means Quest 64 actually has nothing going for it. I mean, it did bring it on itself. So... has it ever considered it was part of the problem? it just has that negative vibe to it. Before I thought, hey, at least it inspired something good, but no, Quest 64 is boring, forgettable, no thought needed. Parasite Eve is actually good. Yes. Although actually, Ryan and I, played, a little bit of Parasite Eve 2 and, on Spiffy Needle Geeks, and we just couldn't get into it. Like, there were, like, severe difficulty spikes, poor conveyance in the level design, and not to mention, it mostly has poor conveyance, and, if you don't stay on top of certain, you know, skill trees, then you're gonna get steamrolled more often than not. Parasite Eves 1, 2, and 3 all have different gameplay styles. I know 3 is the one you should definitely avoid. If not for the gameplay, then definitely the story. Like, I was disgusted when I first, read about, the plot, and I hate every minute of that plot. Yeah, don't mind me just looking for another playlist here. I played Xenosaga. Yeah, although Xenosaga is actually good. Which is weird because, I love Xenoblade, but I haven't played Gears or Saga yet, and I really would like to one day. Xenosaga is amazing and also has weird gross stuff in it. Okay, I will disagree with that point, Riven. Like, I'll just say right now, Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite game of all time. Specifically the first one. I want to give Xenoblade X another shot. Xenoblade 2 can suck my dick. X is really good. Yeah, like, I remember that I didn't give it the time of day because, like, I put Xenoblade on such a high pedestal because of how good the first game was, and I think that's what led me to not being fair to it, and I want to give it another chance. That's fine. Like, it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but, I adore it. Like, I love everything about it. And sometimes I feel like I'm everyone's worst enemy because, like, I love Xenoblade 1, but I really don't like Xenoblade 2. And I think part of it, too, is that it's become so oversaturated and, like, it feels like whenever people talk about Xenoblade, they mean Xenoblade 2, not the other one. Like, Wait, what's the acronym for NTR again? I know nothing about any of those games. I would definitely play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. You will not regret it. I personally think it's a really good JRPG to have under your belt. If you want to give Xenoblade 2 a shot, watch Chugga Conroy's playthrough of it. Please. NTR is cucking. No, Riven, it's okay. Like, if you don't like Xenoblade that much, that's totally fine. Like, I find it interesting that you have a different opinion. Like, if you have a different opinion, don't feel bad about it. Like, by all means, definitely give your thoughts on it so we can discuss it. One I see is about a game, I just don't like it. Okay. 2, I actually wish didn't exist in, period. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but sometimes I feel that way too. Like, I don't mean to give Xenoblade 2 so much shit, but it gives me so many reasons to give it shit. And again, if you like a game, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to lambaste you for it. It's just, I am going to give my experiences on it, and not many of them were good walking away, you know? Xenosaga has Cosmos. Yeah, I know Cosmos is one of the most popular characters in Xeno anything. That much I know. Xenoblade 2 has Cosmos, yeah. I can't say for certain, but I'm sure there's some, other, Xeno references in Xenoblades 1 and X. But I can't really tell you, which, I know is kind of silly because, Xenoblade 1 is my favorite game ever, so I probably should know, things like that, but I don't. Because you know what? I'm fucking human. Okay. Sorry, I got a little carried away on rendering that axe. Let's go over to Raybon. How do you pronounce this character's name? This boy right here. Cosmos and X have a cool crossover in Project X Zone. Yeah, Seven appears in Project X Zone's sequel. I know that. Oh, yeah, that X. Yes. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you would think I know that because I love Mega Man X, but yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Need to fix a thing here. Here we go. It's not Raybon, it's more like Rebon. It's Keith's character, not mine. Rebon. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Wait, wrong thing. Doing hair first. Rebon. Rebon? Rebon. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Rebon here, we're going to render their hair first. Dora, half the table gets their name wrong still. You know what? I find that relatable because I know sometimes characters get Kedrot's name pronunciation wrong. Like, sometimes they pronounce it as Cedrot or... yeah, just Cedrot. But, yeah, it's a minor thing. One of the PlayStation games I want to see if I can get is a game called Tear Ring Saga, which is a Japanese-only game. Cedrot from me one time. Oh my god, Cedrot is egregious, though. It's like emphasizing the C, but forgetting the E. They also mixed two characters' names, Miki and Micah, spelled similarly but pronounced super differently together, Even though one's a player character and one's an NPC. Yeah, the minute you, have similar names as NPCs, you're gonna have problems. Like, I know... Honestly, even Critical Role was plagued with this. There was one character named Bo, and yet Marisha Ray was playing as Beauregard, the monk. But... It even, they made, playing jokes about it later, where, they were, I think they were visiting a blacksmith, and then basically, they made a joke about Bo tying a bow on Bo's bow. Mika. Yeah. Tearing Saga was made by the creator of Fire Emblem and has a lot of history behind it. Mika is pronounced Miki or even like Mickey, but Micah is Micah, but we get people calling both of them Mika. Yeah, like, I know for me, it takes a few tries in the first go-around, but after a while, it's like something I make sure to get right, so, don't worry if I mispronounce some of these characters' names, Riven. I'm just a dumbass. It's like nothing personal, I'm just not very smart. I have a counter for each person who does it. Oh, you have a counter. That sounds fun. No lie, actually. Like, being able to poke fun at yourself is a good quality to have. I still have a bit of a ways to go for it, because I take a lot of things seriously. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Although, my demeanor has definitely... changed over the years to the point where I can actively be 100% sarcastic about something and, you know, be genuine in a similar breath. But yeah, let's make sure. Yeah, okay. We're on the right layer. I know I should be labeling some of these layers, but... nah. The one person you haven't said correctly on my commission isn't even my character. You didn't call her Spyra. Fuck! Spyra. Yeah, it's like, if you don't have, the audio, the audible, pronunciation for it, it's like you have to make your best guess, and more often than not, that's wrong. Oh, Spira is correct. Most people call her Spyra, though. Oh, okay, sorry, I misread that. Attention divided, you know. According to my old psychology teacher, multitasking doesn't exist. And apparently, we humans keep trying to insist that it does. And just, here we go. The PlayStation can produce mind-boggling effects. Like what? Wait, is this a reference to something, or are you being serious? Alright, Rebin, what's your... There we go. And no, I didn't take a second look at the pronunciation guide to make sure I was getting their name right. You have no proof. Yes, you do. What am I saying? The chat's right there. notes. It's a meme. I've been saying Rebin. Haven't been called wrong yet. Ah. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, I forgot to get the shirt color. There we go. Yeah, I think this looks fine. What do you think? Actually, do you want, Rebin's, pants to be a similar color, or, is their outfit, like, one uniform color, or is it, like, does it have some variations? One second, I'll ask them. Yeah, thank you. This is some frantic waiting music, though. Oh no, this is the music that plays when they're having their stand battle. No. You know, given that there's been enough time since everything has happened, I may get Sonic Colors Ultimate somewhere down the line. I just don't know when. Because, again, Sonic Colors is one of my favorite Sonic games, so I would like to stream it one day. It's just, I don't know if they fix Ultimate yet. They aren't responding to me, and I think they're eating dinner. That's fine. I know it's supposed to be based on a black school uniform. So... You know what? I guess... Unless proven otherwise, maybe it is one uniform color. So, for the sake of expediency, let's make their pants a similar color here. And I guess the similar deal for the shoes too, I imagine. Laser! Yeah. The Sonic Colors album has all the color power jingles too. And specifically, this is the original version, not the ultimate version. Although from what I have heard of the ultimate version of the soundtrack, it's like, the only remix I truly loved was Starlight Carnival. Everything else is either just, okay, it's just a bit more of an uplifted version of the original version. I do love the little breakdown in Aquarium Park Act 1 with the more authentic instruments, but everything else about the song is just, Asteroid Coaster has stronger instrumentation, but other than that, it's just basically the same song. Ultimate has had most of its big glitches patched. That said, I only played the DS version, which makes it technically Sonic Rush 3. I don't consider it Sonic Rush 3 because Blaze isn't playable, and I'm sad. Make Blaze playable again. Oh wait, you mean like in Team Sonic Racing? No, not like that. Which actually, Brian and I discovered that, looking back on it, the characterizations in that game is garbage. If I can give an example. There was a conversation between, Sonic and Silver, and, in the English version, Sonic has been basically trash-talking Silver while he's been having confidence issues, and then Silver just sort of like, yeah, okay, I'll get over it. Like, I'm not even going to pretend that you were, saying mean things about me earlier. Whereas in the Japanese version, Sonic was a lot more approachable. He offered Silver guidance on whether this race is the right thing to do, and people often forget that Sonic isn't an asshole. Like, he's annoying, sure, but he's ultimately a nice kid. Yeah, Team Sonic Racing. Not so much a localization issue, more of like they changed the script. Just to make it lol funnier. Literally cross dimensions for free cake. That's amazing. The one game with the islands on DS. Oh, I love Sonic Rush Adventure. That's actually my favorite of the Rush series. I can't tell you why. Then again, it's been years since I last played it, but maybe it's worth a revisit from me. Oh, Josh, hey! Fancy of you to drop by. Nice to see you drop by. We were, discussing why Team Sonic Racing's characterization is shit. And actually, there was another incident. I can't tell you the specifics because I haven't actually seen the cutscene, unlike the Sonic and Silver one, but there was a moment with Amy and Big where basically Amy called Big a dumbass without actually calling him a dumbass, and it's like, Amy, that's one of your friends. Don't do that. And I know and again, everyone makes the joke that, oh, Big the cat is just a dumb guy who has no feelings, and he fucks Froggy, which is not true. It's like, Team Sonic's racing problem, from a pure, audience standpoint, is that, the versions of the characters we see them now are basically, every joke we've made about said characters coming true. Oh, hey, Josh, I've been here since later. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's because, you and Mark have similar colors. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Flanderization. And, no, Riven, you're totally right. Gameplay-wise, Sonic Colors DS is, Sonic, Rush 3. It's just, you know, I was mostly joking when I was saying I don't count it as Sonic Rush 3 because it doesn't have Blaze in it. Like, yeah, Blaze is in it, she's just not playable, and I miss playable Blaze. That part is true. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is what I've got for, Riven's commission. I started with the stands first and then worked my way down to their users. Yeah, this has been, one of my more challenging commissions, but honestly, it's also, one of my favorites. Yeah, thanks. We're still not 100% done with it, though, because, there's still the shading to go around. No, you're not problematic. One thing not many people know about me, because I don't like talking about myself, is, I do love, being challenged. And this is challenging in all the right ways, so, thanks, Reverend Bound. That said, though, I think, we mostly got the stand squared away in terms of rendering. We just gotta do the users and then add highlights and shadows, and then I think we should call it, I think we could call this done. Okay, it looks great. Actually, if they're still open, I might go for a commission after my next paycheck. The problem is gonna be getting some of the references. Actually, currently, including this, there's about 4 more slots. Like, I made it so there's about, 8 slots in total, but, 4 of them are taken, including this. Which, depending on how things go, may not be true, so that would leave, people with 5 slots to grab. But yeah. I'm gonna try the 8 thing, mostly to see how it does, but I may go back to the 5 thing. But, yeah. That's where I stand right now. Should be this week. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I hope you don't mind, some of the liberties I've taken with, the stands here. I just, you know, wanted to make sure that they were, not complete rip-offs of the references that, you sent me. Yeah, you know. Yeah. yeah, like, as I was doing the design, like, I thought, okay, so we need a better way to frame the wings. So I thought, hey, white's a neutral color, and neutral colors are a good way to help unify color schemes. So, yeah. It's also a greater way to frame this Stan's face. You know, to show this is what you should be looking at. Because typically it's the head, someone's head is the first thing you look towards. I might do a commission, but I need to see something because I'm going to Comic-Con this week. Yeah, like, only commission me when you're able to. Like, and if you can afford it, which, honestly, you should be able to, because even if it is, like, $10 at most, 15 if you want another character, and, you know, so on and so forth with my rulings, it's up to you if you want to commission me or not. That's the main thing. But, yeah, speaking of which, let's get back to this. Spear Sand has a lot of different forms, and they're all different colors and forms and such. Ah. Okay, Jen, when you call it out, like, out of the blue like that, it's like, that's one thing. Yeah, like, this isn't the first time we talked about Spear's booty. And, like, again, like, it just sort of came out that way. It's a butt, so. And, yeah, for the record, I'm not offended. I'm just, like, I find it funny. See, I did, because that's my character. Spears Assets. Jen's randomly bringing it up because Jen gay. And yes, I'm extremely Jen happy. For some reason, the color reminds me of Travis from No More Heroes. Yeah, I can kind of see that, but, I doubt that was the intention, right? So yeah, so stands don't come from arrows or, birthrights or anything in my world. There's a lot of, ways of doing so. Training and such, kind of like Hamon. Yeah, okay. Actually, specifically, is your, like, game based specifically on JoJo? Or is it, like, heavily borrowing elements from it? Because I know, Danny would like to run a JoJo one-shot, so, it's just, we need to find a way to actually make stands possible. I know an easy way is Guardian of Faith, but... The sea was ripped off too since she put a new one there. Isn't it like a mix of JoJo, Yu Yu Hakusho, and 90s anime? No, it's actually more based on Yu Yu Hakusho and Earthbound. It just has elements from other stuff from the era. Ah. I mean, either way, it sounds cool. Hence JoJo, since manga drawn a long time ago. Yeah. Actually, from what I did listen to from Sonic Colors Ultimate's soundtrack, I don't know, what they did to Sweet Mountain was a little, they made it sound too artificial, if that makes sense. $1987. Dragon Ball Tournament Arc, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tournament Arc, Dragon Ball, Tournament Arc, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tournament Arc, JoJo, Around the World in 80 Days. It broke the pattern! Which, honestly, is probably why people love JoJo so much. Like, I know Brian told me many times that Araki basically had to fight for Jolene's part to even be made. Even then, there's been some difficulties, but hopefully the anime will right those wrongs. And I, for one, really, really love how they managed to make Jolene's anime a reality. And the fact that they got Kira Buckland to do her English voice, since that was the role she wanted from day one. It's like a dream come true, almost like Metroid Dread. It's like, it's amazing that we're up to this point. JoJo fans try not to be sexist challenge. Very hard. Oh. You mean that when they talk about it during the Sonic Twitter takeover, or was that something else? I think that might be something else. Girls out here winning. Exactly. Like, you can tell that, Kira has been waiting for this role her whole life. Because her performance as Jolene so far... You know what? Sometimes I call Jolene JoJo. I don't know why. It just feels appropriate. Like, but yeah, like, you can tell that she's giving it her all with her performances. Yeah, she is JoJo. That's part of it. Well, technically Jolene Cujo, but she is part of the Joestar family. Not saying you're wrong, but Harry Plinkett. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm gonna do Revan's shading too. Giorno is also with JoJo. Yes. And he makes less sense. Why is he not a Dampier? Like, that is the one thing I keep harping on. Why isn't Giorno a Dampier? It would make so much sense. When Part 6 was coming up, there were a lot of people going, hey, Part 6 is bad, we should just skip to Part 7. And then the only reason they give for skipping is just vague and non-specific, except for that one guy who literally just said he hates Win-Win ads. Kill him! Heathen's trying to skip a part. With my Gentleman Thief character that I'm making for a game I want to make, it's a love letter to all Gentleman Thief stories that was inspired by a few things. Yeah, like, it's cool to be inspired by things. Like, to bring up Alex again for a second. Alex's, color scheme and, general adventuring vibes is definitely based on Link. Although her mannerisms are taken from characters like Geralt from The Witcher, Batman, and mostly Samus from Metroid. Because not many people know that Samus is actually a really, really interesting character. It's just a lot of her storytelling is told through subtext. Or the really good Metroid Zero Mission manga. But, yeah, like, it wasn't until I finished the first major story arc in Phantom of the Forest when I realized, wait a minute, Alex is basically Samus if she were allowed to have a full-fledged story about her on a more regular basis. But that's the cool thing about making your own stuff, making your own stories too, is that, you're the boss. Like, you call the shots on how certain things happen. And, like, when I was younger, I was, like, a shit writer, but I think D&D, has honestly helped, brush up my storytelling chops. That and, watching a lot of Overly Sarcastic Productions videos. Like, they are excellent for, getting a feeling going for cultures you want to incorporate into your stories, or just general tropes that you want to get a feel of before you get a feel for them. And generally, if I didn't get fully into their channel, I probably wouldn't be where I am today in terms of writing. And I wouldn't say I'm necessarily halfway amazing at it yet, but I was way better than I was when I was younger. Like, I distinctly remember that my world building was dog shit when I was a kid because, well, I didn't know how world building worked. But, since I've been a dungeon master more than once, not a great dungeon master, but, a dungeon master, I've picked up a lot of tricks, and along with just general writing tips and understanding tropes, I think I have something going here. Like, I do have a bit of a spoiler squad, comprised of, Brian, Dana, and Danny. We get together, we've been getting together to read the chapters that I have now, and I think the main thing is, once we read through the entirety of the first arc, I think I'm gonna actually sit down and start making the comic, because it's gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn. I swear I'm not. It's just hearing their perspectives makes me think, okay, so maybe the story is ready to tell. I just need to actually, make it happen. Which is the scary part, because the main thing is consistency, I guess. But yeah, welcome back, Crystal. Okay. Let's get their shading going. I gotta get ready for bed. I gotta work tomorrow. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. Yeah, don't worry, Josh. I think we're about to wrap this up anyway because, we are already at the highlight phase. Holy shit, we're already at the highlight phase. Maybe I am getting faster. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, so that's another problem of mine. I think I second guess myself too much. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, have a good night, man. But yeah, second guessing is a bad habit of mine. You know, because growing up I didn't have a lot to aspire towards, so I've developed something of an inferiority complex, I guess. Because, you know, my older brother is a music teacher now. My little brother, I know he has a job somewhere. I haven't really had the time to ask him the specifics, but he's always been the more hands-on sort of kid. And meanwhile, like, I wasn't ever sure where I wanted to go with my life. I'm still not, but I like to think I'm in a way better place now than I was then. I know where I want to go now. I want to make Phantom of the Forest more of my thing. You know, be more full-time with my story. It's just, I'm also apprehensive because I know what it means to work alone. And this is something I really want to get out in the world. It's just, it's kind of my baby, so I want it to be as good as possible before I even attempt it. I'm rambling, I know. Like, this isn't supposed to be about me. This is supposed to be about, this commission. Sorry you had to look at, Spira's butt again. But, yeah. Bruh, it's your stream. You know what? Fair. I keep forgetting that sometimes. It's like, you know what? This is my stream, but I'm always surprised it's my stream. I'm such a dumbass. Don't ever apologize for that. I'm going to, but I'm going to also promise that I will not apologize for this train of thought. It's like, you know, in Bangkok, where they're having trouble to breathe because they can't land. Derailed. Just like a D&D campaign. Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Spira has, Venus dimples. It just, again, it just sort of came out that way. So, hope you don't mind. Oh, wait. There we go. And then... I'm still trying to get my Monday game back on track. I don't know what that is. What, Venus Dimples? They're the two spots on your lower back where I believe where the pelvis bone meets certain muscles in your lower back. It's more visible in fit people, or otherwise athletic individuals. It's sort of like a certain body quirk that some people find attractive. Like, I actually kind of like Venus Dimples myself. Like, it's such a small thing, but it's like when you notice it, it's like, oh. She probably has it, yeah. Oh, okay. So, all right. I'm still trying to get my drawing done, just been tired lately. Yeah, don't worry, Crystal. I totally get you. And I'm not just saying that, because I've also been having problems with resting. Actually, just last night, like, I know I've been getting better with sleeping lately, but I woke up in, like, midnight when I didn't want to. Like, I got an hour of sleep, and then I woke back up, but it's okay because I somehow fell back asleep in record time. And I woke up at 8. Which, again, a little earlier than I wanted to wake up, but at least I got my rest, I guess. She's not exactly born of natural means and was born to be super fit and strong, so I think it makes a whole lot of sense. Ah, yeah, okay. It's amazing what artistic license can net you. Like, that was totally unintentional, but yeah, good thing the Venus dimples were actually justifiable, I guess. Does Samus have them? If not, she should. Actually, you know what? Considering her Metroid Dread, Zero Suit has been ripped from the game by trying to remember the name of the user, but let's nip this in the bud. I have it saved somewhere. Let's see. Her Figma model does. Yeah, Samus has him. Yeah, Finalizer. That's who the user was. Okay. I'm gonna share this with the stream if you guys don't mind. Give me a sec. Yeah, it'll be a quick thing. Give me a sec. Alright, Sammy, where are you? There she be. Okay, so Let's zoom in here. Zoom in. Okay, so, pay attention to the middlemost picture and go to her lower back, like above where her glutes are. It's a little hard to see because of, you know, the nature of the Zero Suit, but they're definitely there. And yes, buff Samus is best Samus. Just so we're clear here. And what the hell? I'm dropping frames. What? Okay. Well, we're almost done anyway, but yeah. Yeah. Learn something new, yeah. But yeah, that's the actual model for Zero Suit Samus from Metroid Dread. It's not really a spoiler because the only time you get to see it is actually when Samus dies, but even then it's from a faraway angle. And there's like a lot of bloom on her model, which sucks because, yeah, one thing about Metroid Dread is that it gets rid of the series tradition where if you beat the game fast enough, you eventually see Samus get into her Zero Suit. But in hindsight, there is something close to it if you get 100% in hard mode, but and under a certain time, but in a weird way, I think it's a bit more progressive. Because, you know, Samus may be hot, but that's not all she is, you know? So, I would rather have something that's more true to Samus's character than, you know, Other M. Like, please. Never ever have another Other M. If there's a game I will never stream, it's definitely Other M. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, it would piss me off too much. Like, I'll partake in an Other M stream, but I wouldn't do one myself. Okay. Oh. That's right. Hold on. I have an idea. Getting a little too early music, but blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is quite the standoff, huh? Ha! Funny! Yeah, I made the stand see-through. Hope you don't mind. Okay. Actually, I don't know about you guys, but I would, consider this done. So let's save this, just in case something bad happens. And then I will save a PNG of this. And then, Riven, I will email the full version of this to you. And, I will, be sure to upload this, sometime tomorrow. The screen went black. This is fine. I hope. It better be fine. Okay, it's fine. Oh, actually, I will add one tiny thing. One tiny thing. No, not that. One tiny thing. That Spira's hair. Wait, where is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, just needed to add some highlights here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, get rid of this. Yeah, don't want to get too absorbed in what you're doing because you could miss out things like that. There we go. Okay, now it's done. Save. And then we'll save the main file again because I'm paranoid. Oh. There we go. Now the music's on time. Okay. So, tomorrow we're going to, play another game. Again, I'll make it up to you guys, because, that actually went really well, last time. And, yeah. So tomorrow is either going to be another Okami day or another Metroid Prime day, but I'll make it up to you guys, so, bye!